Here's a look at your daily market report on this Wednesday, the 18th day of December. Take a look at what happened at the auction barns around the state yesterday. SEMO livestock sales cattle auction in Jackson, Missouri. Light run, 668 head. The feeder steers and heifers there sold steady to $10 higher. Interstate regional stockyards yesterday, 1,175 head. Compared to the previous week, the steers there under 650 pounds stayed to $4 lower. Heavier weights firmed to $4 higher. Heifers under 600 pounds were unevenly steady. A few over 600 pounds sold $3 lower. Few highlights from there came after the feeder sale in the evening, where they had a special cow sale with several good quality cows that could be taken back home and did go back home. They were just middle-aged cows, a lot of them, that were being replaced with some younger cows. The bred cows, medium and large 1s and 2s, 2 to 8 years old, first to third stage, $1,900 to $2,525 per head. Some bred heifers, third stage, sold at $3,075 per head. Some cow-calf pairs, medium and large 1s and 2s, with 150 to 300-pound calves at their side. 2 to 8-year-old cows sold from $3,100 to $3,900 per pair. Ozarks Regional Stockyards in West Plains yesterday, they had a much lighter run than what was expected due to the excessive rains around the area over the weekend that made it difficult for many people to get any cattle off the farm. End up with 1,432 head through the barn, another 578 head through the video auction. Most of the drafts were smaller drafts with very few big drafts and no load lots available this week. Lawley Brothers Livestock Market, they had 2,443 head on Tuesday. A very active market. Feeder steers and heifers sold anywhere from steady to as much as $7 higher. 13 full pot loads of yearling steers and heifers in the offering this week, weighing from 650 to 765 pounds, sold on a very active market. Some of those pot loads, 81 head, fancy black-hided 659-pound steers at $316. Pot load of 697-pound steers at $292. Pot load of 763-pound steers at $275 and a quarter. Had 230 head of heifers, averaging 725 pounds, $266.75. Another pot load of heifers, 695 pounds at $277. F&T Livestock Market, they had a lighter run yesterday, 656 head. However, there was a lot of excitement there as it was Customer Appreciation Day. Came with a free brisket meal and plenty of door prizes, as well as they featured the 2024 World Livestock Auctioneer Champion, Wade Least, from the state of Michigan. Speaking of that, he's still making the rounds around the state this week. One more chance to see him today, and then he will be back at a few sales after the first of the year. But he'll be at South Central Regional Stockyards today on Wednesday, as they have a heck of a lineup of cattle there. Several high-quality feeder cattle in the offering, and they're going to follow the feeder sale today with a special cow sale with some absolute fancy cows that can be put right up beside the highway, and you can be proud of those. So if you're looking for any cows, there's your option today. Windsor Livestock Auction, they're expecting to have about 2,500 head, expecting a good run there today to finish out the year. No early listings available from Springfield, but they're having an auction today as well. Taking a look at the box beef cutout values, choice at $314.13, down $1.50. Select at $285.43, down $3.08. Those values based on 66 loads of cuts, trimmings, and grinds, and the choice select spread setting at $28.71. Negotiated feedlot sales for the week, they're still creeping along. Very slow, not really enough to establish any kind of a market yet. Some early sales in Iowa on Monday, $195.50. In Kansas, we've had a few sales string along on Tuesday, $191.50, up to about 3,500 head for the week. Market still not really established for the week thus far. Taking a look at the midday futures markets on the Mercantile Exchange. Live cattle for December 35 lower, 190. February down 60 at 189.15. Feeder cattle for January 35 higher, 257.82. March at 258.12, down 15. Lean hogs for February 83.52, up 32. April 67 higher, 88.72. On the board of trade, corn contracts 4 to 4.5 lower. March at 4.39, May at 4.45 3/4. Beans are 20 to 21 cents lower at midday. January 9.56.5, March at 9.58 3/4. March wheat down a half cent, 5.44.5. The rest of the contracts fractionally higher. May up a quarter cent, 5.54 3/4. Soybean meal for January down $6.70 a ton at 280.50. Soybean oil for January 39.73 a hundredweight, down 89 cents. With the Missouri Department of Agriculture, that's your daily market report. This is Tony Hancock.